Hey guys, okay, so it's question and answers time today. So I've got quite a few questions actually, all here. Don't want to forget any. So yeah, I'm going to crack straight on. This might end up being a two-parter, you never know, but please stick with me. Right, okay, first question from Josie Mudvayne. And he asks, what was the first video game related item or merchandise like action figure, plushie, statue, poster, t-shirt, etc. that you bought? I've never really collected any of them until recently. So the first one I've ever bought in my life was Mario, which is just awesome. I love it. I do plan on getting the Fire Mario as well because I really love that one, but it's a little bit pricey at the moment, so I will pick it up at some point. Add it to my collection. So there you go. That's that question answered. Next question comes from Kieran D212. Okay, he asked a couple of questions. His first one was my favourite fighting game, like Street Fighter Alpha 2 or Virtua Fighter. Well, without a doubt, Street Fighter 2 Turbo on the Super Nintendo, Kieran. No doubt about it, I love that game. It's the ultimate. I'm not a big fan of 3D fighting games, I just don't think they work very well. It's all about the 2D, and Turbo just ticks all the boxes. It's a game that I always come back to, and constantly, basically, if you got a load of mates with you, it's just the best. Can't beat that. It's Kieran's next question. Favourite Street Fighter character? That's easy. I can just get him. Ryu. Always been my favourite. I don't know why actually. Just always really liked him. The moves are quite simple to pull off. I know a lot of people prefer Ken, but I always found Ken's a bit too basic. Ryu takes a bit more skill. He just and he just looks like a cool dude. He just looks hardcore. I thought Ken looked a bit girly. I prefer this guy. So, right. Next question. Kieran asks, my biggest gaming regret, like getting rid of a game or console or smashing something that I wish I hadn't. And I assume you're referring to Mortal Kombat 3, which I can assure you I'll just get it anyway. As you can see, still alright, still worn around the edges and knackered on top, but I mean it didn't damage from when I threw it. Biggest regret, well there's a lot of them, because in the past I've sold a lot of consoles and I really shouldn't have, like Neo Geos, I had an AES at one point, but a few GameCubes, Atari Jaguar, Atari CD. There's been a lot of stuff that I've bought and sold, whether it be financial or just boredom, really stupid things, and I'll never do that again. I promise myself that from now on I only buy things I want to keep, because it just gets stupid otherwise, and it's a waste of money. But MK3 is fine. Right, Kieran's next question, favourite SNES game. It's got, as I think I said before, with Street Fighter Turbo. There's an absolute ton of choice. I mean, the SNES is just ridiculous, the catalogue of games. It's a really hard choice to just narrow it to one. But as I said before in my previous video, Street Fighter Turbo is a game that I'm always going to come back to no matter what. If you get bored and you can't decide which games to play because there's so much choice, it's got to be Street Fighter Turbo. It's just awesome. It's just easy to pick up and play. The characters are recognisable. The moves are really straightforward. And it's just got a real good fun factor. I love it. I mean, there are times when I want to throw the joypad because the game can really get on my tits. But it is just awesome. And Kieran's last question, favourite desserts? Now this is interesting. Probably yogurt. I've got a major thing for yogurt, especially mother fruit corners. I absolutely love them. But I also like a bit of carrot cake and all now and again. Random question. Right, okay. Next one is from Fat Funk, and he wants to know, do I always think about gaming even at work? Absolutely. In my previous job I was basically on the internet quite a bit because we had access to eBay, so it was handy for checking auctions and buying stuff. I don't know, I should have been working, but I was working as well, so it's not like I was just taking the piss, because I'd only go on the internet in my breaks, of course. Right, next one's from my man JC's Faces. I also know top three favourite films. I had a good think about this, and I think it's going to have to come down to the main three, which are going to be Enemy of the State. A few years back I was pretty obsessed with New World Order, conspiracy theories, global government, Bilderberg Group, Alex Jones, all that crap. You know, the whole surveillance society thing, and Enemy of the State encompasses all of that, and it really got me hooked, and I just love it. I think it's Jerry Bruckheimer made that. Yeah, if I'm wrong, please correct me. I'm sure someone will. But I think, you know, you got Will Smith, you got oh Christ, brain's gone blank. The other bloke's name, I'll come back to me. Anyway, Two great actors in the film. I think it's a fantastic story. It just works really well, and it's one of the films you can just keep watching and watching and watching, and it's not a film you get bored of. I just really enjoy it. Gene Hackman, that was the other guy. Gene Hackman's a badass. Second film would be Shooter with Mark Wahlberg. Another fantastic action film. One of Wahlberg's better films. The actual concepts have been set up for a murder. You know, it's not an original idea, but I just thought it really worked quite well the way they've done it. Some of the action sections were fantastic. The one in particular in the end, which I absolutely loved. And it's got Boris the Sneaky effing Russian from Lock, Stock in there, which I always like because he's a great guy. But no, awesome film. And the third one has got to be Terminator 2. T2 is just an iconic movie. I love the original Terminator. When I was like, I think I was 15 at the time when T2 came out. I'm sure it was 92, wasn't it? I think it was, yes, I was 15. And T2 was just absolute nuts. I loved it. I mean, the Guns N' Roses soundtrack, all the actors. Linda Hamilton was hot as hell. Arnie was awesome. The story was fantastic. Everything about that film was brilliant. I watched, T-1000. I mean, God, what an enemy. I've watched that film so many times, and I just keep coming back to it. It's just brilliant. I absolutely love T2. So, those are my three favourite films, Jace. Right, next question. How long we got? Okay, we're alright for the time being. Okay, next question is from Ninja Penguin 8969. Love your channel, awesome. Especially your latest video, you cooking your pizza, mate. That cracked me up, that did. What are some games that most people like but you hate? No, I hope I don't offend anybody, but it's got to be Final Fantasy. I just don't get it. I've never understood this whole powering up and casting spell shit, all them kind of games. It bores me silly. I'm just, call me basic, but I like a game. So I like platformers occasionally. I like, racing games. I even like the odd sports game. But most of all, I like to blow shit up. That's, for me, games are supposed to be escapism and fun. They're supposed to be running, blow the crap out of stuff, throw grenades around, use big guns, smash people about. That's a game, I want a bit of fun. I don't want to be pissing about levelling up and all that. What the, what's that all about? I mean, you guys, if you enjoy it, and apparently quite a lot of gamers do, then great, enjoy it. But I like to blow stuff up. I always think of things like Halo. When I first had Halo, I used to live with my mate, and we shared a flat, and had an Xbox at the time. And we used to play on co-op mode, and he was all like real tactical and sneaky, and he'd take his time and pick off all the enemies, not just running and chuck some frags about and blow the shit up, man, and just smash up windows and kill everybody in sight. Now that's the way I like to do it, old school. So yeah, Final Fantasy RPGs and shit, I just don't get. Zelda I don't mind as much, I can kind of play that, but yeah, I ain't getting Final Fantasy. Right, okay, next one comes from Back Forward Punch. Really cool name that is. First question he's asked is, what is my favourite game genre? I'm going to break this down. I think old school is definitely scrolling beat 'em ups, Streets of Rage, Final Fight. I love those games, I was going to say Rushing Beat, but that's the Japanese name. Rival Turf, those kind of games, I love them. Modern ones, I would have to say first person shooters. I love them. I'm not a fanatic, but anything first person shooter I'll give a go, especially World War II first person shooters. Like Medal of Honor Airborne, oh God, I love that game. It's absolutely solid in parts, but it's just great. I'm going to pick up Wolfenstein at some point when it's cheap as well. But yeah, like first person shooters. I'm also a big fan of like adventure type games like Uncharted, which I really can't wait for a sequel because it's going to be fantastic. Okay, next question from Back Forward Punch. Have you played all the games you own? Yes, I have. Might not have played them all the way through, but I've had a go on everything. And the Sega CD games, obviously not because of the issue I've got at the moment. Final Fight CD I have played, because I used to have a Sega CD years ago, so I have played that. But yeah, all the games I own I've played, except for my Sega CD titles. And the last question from Back Forward Punch. Are you nearsighted or farsighted? I honestly don't know the difference. I can't see distances, so whatever that one is, I'm not too sure, mate, to be honest. Right, okay, well, how long we got?